Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I am Chandrakant, and I am incredibly excited to spend the next few minutes with you talking about something that I deeply am passionate about, which is taking the big idea and transforming it into a tangible, successful reality. We are going to explore what I call the concept to conquer and eventually journey of launching your big ideas. So think about it. We all have them. Those sparks of inspiration, those aha moments that makes us sit up and say, that's it. That is what I need to do. But far too often those brilliant ideas remain just the ideas, just the pipe dream. They stay tucked away in your notebook or just floating around in your mind, never quite seeing the light of the day. Today, we are going to change that. We are going to talk about how to bridge that gap between concepts and the conquest. So, why do so many great ideas fail to launch? It is usually not because the idea itself is bad. More often than not, it comes down to few key hurdles. Firstly, the fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of unknown. It is powerful immobilizer. We worry about what others will think, or if we are even capable of pulling it off. Secondly, overwhelming, overwhelming. Yeah, that's the problem. A big idea can feel big. It can seems like an insurmountable mountain, and we don't know where to even begin. The sheer scope can be paralyzing. And thirdly, lack of clear roadmap. We might have the destination in mind, but we don't have the directions. We lack a structured approach to move from inspiration to implementation. So, therefore, my goal today is to give you that roadmap, to demystify the process, and to equip you with a tool and mindset to not just dream big, but to do big things. So, let us dive into this first phase, which is refining your concept. This is about transforming that initial spark into well-defined plan. I like to call this the clarity compass because it helps you orient yourself. And there are a couple of steps involved in doing so. Step 1 is the why behind your idea. Before you think about what or the how, ask yourself, why does this idea matter? What problem does it solve? What value does it create? What impact do you want to make? Understand your core motivation will be your fuel through tough times. So understanding is very, very important, and ask this question, why? Now, step 2 is define your ideal user or customers or prospect. Who is this idea for? Who will benefit most from it? Create a clear picture of your target audience. What are their needs, their pain points, their aspirations? The most specific you are, or the more specific you are, the better you can tailor your idea to truly resonate with your end customers. Step number 3, what makes you unique? What is your unique value proposition? So in a crowded world, what is your unique selling proposition? What makes your idea stands out from everything else out there? This isn't about being completely novel, but about finding your distinctive edge. Step 4, keep it simple. Keep it simple initially, and then automatically, if you get success, things will start getting complicated. So, to begin with, keep it simple. Resist the urge to build the entire skyscraper on day one. What is the absolute core offering? What is the minimum viable product or the simplest version of your idea that still deliver value? This is crucial for getting started without getting bogged down. Think of it like this. If you're building a new car, you don't start by designing every single screw. You start by basic concept of transportation, then perhaps a skateboard, then a bicycle before moving to a car. Get to the core of the function first. Once your concept is clear, it is time to shift into the action accelerator phase. This is where you start building the momentum. And there are a couple of steps here as well. So, step number one is break it down. Remember that overwhelming, if you get overwhelmed, which we talked about earlier, is a big issue. Antidote is breaking your big idea into smaller, manageable chunks. Think of it as a series of mini projects. What are the first three truly actionable steps you can take today or this week? For example, if your idea is to launch a new podcast, your first few steps aren't, you want to become a famous podcaster. They might be research podcast equipment, outline 3 episodes topics, or find a co-host. Small win builds confidence. Now, step 2, set smart goals. You have probably heard of SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Apply this to your mini project. Instead of create content, make it, write 5 blogs posts by end of the month that address your particular customer pain point. So I call it X customer pain point. All right. Step number 3, power of prototyping and testing. Don't wait for perfection. Get a rough version of your idea out there and get feedback. This could be a landing page, a mock-up, or a survey, or even just talking to potential users. The goal here is to learn and iterate, not to launch a finished product. This is your test and learn phase. A great example is a Dropbox. Before they had a full functional product, they created a simple video demonstrating how it would work. That video went viral and they got thousands of sign-up, proving that demand before investing heavily in development. Step 4, embrace iteration, not perfection. Your first version won't be a perfect one, and that's okay. The journey from concept to conquer is really straight. It's a straight line. Be open to adapting, pivoting, and refining based on the feedback you receive. Think of it. It is like a continuous, improvement process. So now you got your concept clear. You're taking action now. Let's talk about building your launchpad. This is about creating the environment and support system you need to succeed. And here also there are a few steps that you need to follow. So step 1 is identify your resources, what you already have, what do you need. This isn't just about money, it's about skills, time, connections, tool. Make a list, be realistic. Step 2, build your team. Even if it is just one person, so 1% team. No one conquers alone. This could be a formal team, or it could be a network of mentors, advisors, or even just supportive friends and family who believes in your idea. Seek out people who have skills that you lack or even can offer different perspectives. Step 3, overcome obstacles. You will encounter roadblocks. It is inevitable. The difference between those who conquer and those don't is how they respond to these challenges. Instead of seeing them as insurmountable walls, view them as puzzles to solve. Break them down, brainstorm solutions, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Step 4, manage your energy and mindset. Launching an idea is a marathon, not a sprint. You need to protect your energy. This means prioritizing self-care, celebrating small wins, and actively working on positive mindset. Believe in yourself and your idea, even when things get tough. Now, the exciting part, launching your idea. This isn't about a single event. It is the culmination of all the hard work that you have put in. And here also there are few things that you need to look after, and there are few steps. Step 1 is Craft your message. Uh, you will have to communicate your idea to the world. What is your story? What is the problem you solve, and why should people care? Practice articulating your idea concisely and compellingly. These elevator pitch but also longer form explanation are very important. Step 2, choose your launch strategy. There are many ways to launch. It could be a soft launch to a small group for a feedback, a public launch with a big announcement, or a phased rollout. Your strategy should align with your idea and your target audience. Consider what makes sense for your idea. Is it a product that needs a website or marketing campaign? A service that relies on word of mouth? A community that needs a platform? Research successful launches in your industry and adapt what works. Step 3, be prepared to receive feedback, whether it is positive or negative. Once you launch the feedback will start rolling in. Embrace it all. Celebrate the win and critically analyze the constructive criticism. Remember, negative feedback isn't personal attack. It's an opportunity to improve. Now, moving on to step 4, stay nimble and adapt. The launch is just the beginning. The market will react and you will learn even more. Be prepared to adapt your strategy, refine your offerings, and continue to iterate based on real world results. The conquer part of concept to conquer is an ongoing process. A successful launch is fantastic, but true conquest is about sustaining and scaling your idea. And here also there are few steps, after you have successfully launched your product or service. Step 1, listen, learn, and evolve. The market is dynamic. Keep your finger on the pulse. Are your customers needs changing? Are new competitors emerging? Continuously gather feedback, analyze data, and be willing to evolve your idea. Step 2, build a relationship. Your early adapters, your community, your partners, these are valuable. Nurture these relationships. They can be your greatest advocate and sources of future growth. Step 3, strategic growth. Once you have stable foundation, think about strategic growth. What is the next logical step? Can you expand your offerings, reach new markets, diversify your revenue stream? Uh, don't just grow for growth's sakes. Grow with clear purpose. Step 4, celebrate wins, big or small. This journey is challenging. Take time to acknowledge your progress, celebrate milestones, and appreciate the impact you are making. This will fuel your motivation for the next phase of conquest. So, before we wrap up today, let's address some common pitfalls that can derail even the best ideas and how to avoid them. Here, let's talk about pitfall number 1, analysis paralysis. Getting stuck in planning stage, endlessly refining without ever taking action. And solution for this is embrace imperfect actions. Get started even if it is messy. Pitfall number 2, trying to do everything yourself. Spreading yourself too thin and burning out is a problem. Solution for this is delegate, outsource, and build a supportive team. Focus on your strengths. Pitfall number 3, ignoring feedback. Clinging to your original vision even when market is telling you something different. The solution for this problem is be open-minded and adapt feedback which is given, and consider this as a gift. Pitfall number 4, giving up too soon. Facing early setback and throwing in the towel. This happens, right? Solution for this problem is cultivate resilience. Understand that challenges are part of the process, not a sign of failure. Now, moving on to pitfall number 5, lack of passion. Pursuing your idea for purely financial reasons without genuine interest. This could also happen. Solution for this problem is connect with your why. Your passion will sustain you through the inevitable ups and downs. So, where do you begin? My challenge to each of you today is this: don't let your brilliant idea remain just a concept. Take a piece of paper or even open a note on your phone. Write down one big idea you have been sitting on. Now, identify one tiny, actionable step you take towards it in next 24 hours. Just one. It could be researching something, sending an email, or even just telling someone about your idea. Remember, your every massive success started with a single small step. The journey from concept to conquer is about consistent, deliberate action fueled by clarity, passion, and willingness to learn. Your idea have the power to change things, to solve problems, to bring joy, to create something new. Don't let them stay hidden. The world needs what you have to offer. So, thank you so much for your time and attention today. I hope this framework helped you on your journey. I'm now happy to answer any questions you might have. So, if you have any comments or any questions, please leave them in the description in the message box below. So, thanks, friends. Thanks for joining me live. I will catch you again very soon in the next one.